Y'all, I found some clips of FBAs online. And they have me dying because I'm trying. Just watch.
Here it is. My test results. Can you hear my heart beating? Oh, the white man science is amazing, ain't it? Oh, no. This can't be. It says I'm 102% African with a 2% margin of error. Why, Lord? Why, Lord? Why? Well, I'm black now. But the first thing I did was quit all my jobs. I don't know how I'm supposed to pay the bills. Probably have to start selling crack. Or rapping. Or rap about selling crack. You know, I might not even have revitiligo. Okay, I'm
tends to make parody versions of real-life people, and the one I see people talk about the most is Gangstalicious. People speculate who he is based off of. Some will say he's based off of Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, D4L, or pretty much any other rapper under the sun. But the truth is, he's not based off of any one rapper, and he's more of a composite of rappers. Part 1 portrays Gangstalicious, and by extension, many rappers as being hard and having money, when in reality, they're not as hard as they claim, and they don't have as much money as they want you to believe. And one thing Part 2 focuses on is how Gangstalicious, and again by extension, many other rappers are in the closet. While people theorize what rapper he's based off of, or that he predicted Lil Nas X, it's more accurate to say that Gangstalicious is an amalgamation of rappers and the rap community.
The story of Thugnificent begins here, in the projects of Terabelle, Georgia, one of the poorest and toughest towns in the country. Terabelle leads Georgia in homicides, infant mortality, AIDS, and everything else bad.
Yeah, you know in Latin they say Terabelle means beautiful earth, but in Georgia, Terabelle means fucked up place to live. Terrible Terabelle, yes sir, that's our name for it. Now this right here is where I grew up. I seen everything, man, everything. I seen a nigga get killed right over there, you know? They beat him up, stomped him, shot the dude, stomped the nigga again, and then I seen him take a dump on the dude. I swear to God, man, they actually like shot a deuce on this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? They shot on the nigga, man. And I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad? Now right over here, that's where the police station used to be. Yeah, they must not like that location much because they up and left.
So where's the new police
I
station?
told y'all Georgia was the devil's playground. Like, you know, it's crazy here. It's actually crazy here. And it's hidden, a lot of stuff is hidden by money. You know, these niggas having money now and Teslas and all this other stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, the people are the people. It doesn't matter. Like they say, you can take the person out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the people. This is why I say, please don't ever think. Somebody said on my page, you need to specify what black people you're talking about. I can't. They're spread out. And then they're procreating with other races now, so that demonic shit is going into other communities. It's just a fucking mess. But how is it that black Americans watch this show and laugh? What the hell are you laughing at? If it's you, I never understood this. When I discovered this show years ago, I watched it like this. So they do see it. So people can see it. People can see it. It was when I went on when I used to braid, and this is back in the day before like Netflix, before streaming, and I used to find bootleggers who would have the seasons on bootleg, and I would play it from beginning to end while I was doing hair, and me and my clients would crack the motherfucker up. But I'm trying to figure out, what the fuck are you laughing at? Literally, this is all it's not predictive. It's in your face. I was gonna say it's predictive like The Simpsons. It's not predictive. It is what the community represents. Did you see that? I could put many clips here. Magnificent is a combination of all rappers. The music is trash. I keep saying the music is trash. People are still dancing off of it. What's the one that y'all love now? Bend that ass over. I'm a meat. Matter of fact, let's watch a few. Let's watch a few TikTok dance trends. But not let's just watch it, because everybody can clearly see that it's fun to do these dances. Sometimes I want to get on here and do these dances with you. I try to get my son to do it. When I get my son to do it with like energy, depending on what the trend is, I'm gonna love that he does them with me, because I'm trying to get him out of his shell. But I refuse to just dance off of any fucking thing, okay? Don't watch it. I know the dances are fun. I want y'all to listen to these few clips and listen to the fucking lyrics. Actually listen.
I switch bitches, I got hot fire. I switch riches, I don't promise I'm can switch my bitches. Don't even call me. I love my women. I'm a dealer boss. So girl, come on, let me take you to my private spot. Baby, I just wanna get you to my private spot. Girl, once I get your body to my private spot. Let's time to have sex.
I split with you, win with you. Trick, drink, clay too. Bitch, won't play you. Shit, wanna stay night. Bitch, tryna play cool. Chris made it like some ice. She don't call me that boo. Make a bang, drop. Bitch, bitch, I walk, body top, bitch. Nah, come here, don't you rush on me. I'm on top of your ass like a bumblebee. That minute, back to back, I know you laughing. Good girls bring fast to the yard. For the sign that you better go hard. Got hoes throwing ass up the front. Get your shit bust. Get your stupid ass slam. Get your hoes click. Fuck out. I'm doing drugs cause I be way too out my back. But they boys try to come kill me. Look, I'm telling you, better be body. We so choppers. Only big niggas with dreads all in their head like we some rosters. Smoke his ass in his partner.
My dad was a Rasta, and he never smoked anybody in his partner. That's not what Rastafarianism stands for. It stands for peace and love and unity. And you know what I'm saying? Think about Marty. But I know all of this is obvious, and I'm not trying to come down on the community. And look at all the talented dancers. But look at all the children listening to all this nonsense. Like they just like the one with the girl. Bah, 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 bah. Like what's happening? I just saw a video where a little girl was getting in trouble because she was at school doing something about the Wednesday dance where you shake your booty, and her mom was like, do the dance that she was doing at school, and she turned around and was like, and she did it. But why is she getting in trouble when it's being pumped into her? That's the cognitive dissonance that the kids suffer from, because anytime they ask a question or anytime something happens, like I'm getting in trouble for some shit that you listen to in the fucking car. Why are you getting mad at me? I saw this shit on your TikTok when you was scrolling. So why in the fuck am I getting in trouble for shaking my ass on a Wednesday or whatever the fuck the trend is? Y'all don't be feeling like y'all in a crazy house? And that Camden Bop, girl, let me see everybody go. And we know, listen, we know that this nigga had great music. I used to have different stances about like canceling the people's music who did bad stuff, right? I don't want to get too much into that right now. Maybe I'll talk about it another time. So I understand if somebody has great music, it's hard to let it go, right? But do y'all remember what he did? Do you remember what he did? I don't think y'all remember what he did, and I don't think even when you found out that you cared, because the community doesn't like each other. When I talk about going into places and black people just like you, black just like me, you don't got to get a hello. I only do my job for other white people, and we could take that as like, oh, like, okay, we just comfortable around each other. But no, y'all sit online and talk about we need the best, like don't settle, like divest, and you know, speak up for yourself. If you don't like your hair, tell your stylist. You don't got to pay for shit. Y'all got so many standards for yourself when it comes to being out in society, when it comes to other people and services and all this other stuff. But why don't you have standards for your kids? Why are you letting them listen to pop, 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 pop? Why you letting them listen to that? Sometimes I catch my son listening to it. My daughter not so much. She's like me. She listens to like rock and all kind of different stuff. But my son, he gonna listen to that rap. But you know what? I trust my son because his first favorite rapper was Dax. And if y'all know anything about Dax, he's a conscious rapper.
You do that shit. Was I really that bad? How you let you stay? How you let you be my dad? You are not my dog. I've said it before, but if you were, I would name you Penelope. Up, down, up, down. Got my emotions and I'm feeling incredibly sad. But I'm also the remedy facts. Why I'm promoting anything? I think it's weight on my chest and anxiety. Or maybe I'm tired of dealing with all these different identities. You're insane. You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying, but my bad. I forgot you were fragile. I forgot someone who doesn't even know me told you I've been past it. Somewhere to take my mistakes. I didn't want my family to see me cry. They'll never know I'm carrying all of this weight. Dealing with the pressure of trying to provide.
Now, mind you, that first clip of compilations that I just showed you, were saying that these are his worst songs. When it comes to conscious rap, black people do not like it. You're corny. Dax is so deep. And if you listen to his songs, he's talking about things that men actually go through. Like, I don't know, like, you can call him corny, but when my son was listening to that, I did not have a problem. Let it out, son. I don't know what you're feeling on the inside, son, but feel them lyrics. Their father died when he was what? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna talk about that, but that was amazing to me that he wanted. That was amazing that that's what he wanted to listen to, and I'm so proud of him. You know what he also loved? He loved watching. I did not introduce him to none of this stuff. Okay? He also liked to watch Darman. I don't know what it is, but it's like how you treat people. It's like an integrity channel. I don't know how to explain it, but they do little skits where they talk about how you treat people, and they're kind of extreme. Like, oh, you know, this man was an old man and he was a millionaire, but he just looked raggedy and everybody treated him bad until they found out he was a millionaire. So the moral of the story is you just treat everybody good because you don't know who's what type shit, right?
I wish everything I touch turned into money.
Son, don't forget to take out the trash.
Awesome! Hey, check out my new Oculus I got.
Ooh, let me see.
My Oculus!
Here, buy a new one. How am I supposed to eat?
Mr. Lawson, good job on your midterm.
Mr. Martinez!
I think me too.
We're red!
So you see, be careful what you wish for.
He loves that kind of stuff, and I love that. I mean, all day he wanted to watch that kind of stuff and listen to Dax. Blew my fucking mind, and I was proud. Okay? I don't give a fuck if y'all pick on Dax or whatever. Shout out to Dax. Dax, you the GOAT. I think when raising a boy, especially as a single mother, I let him dabble in the things only because I want him to understand the ridiculousness of it. Also, because I know he's going to get his hands on it. I know he can hear it at school. I know he hears all the things. I want to continue to open a dialogue about what he's hearing so I can explain it to him. And also, not just explain it, but I don't want him to be shell-shocked. I don't want to baby him and then he go out and he's just like, you know what I mean? Even when I was vaping, that's a big deal. When I was vaping, I used to try to hide it from him. And then he saw it. They would see it or whatever. And he found a vape outside. Let me not tell all the boy business. But me going into the hospital was a very important thing that I think he needed to see when it comes to vaping, because I tell him every time, don't do it. If you love to breathe, don't fucking do it. So sometimes we have to dabble in the things to learn, but I think as a parent, I want him to dabble with me. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think, is best? Because I fear that. At this point, I don't even give a fuck about being in a relationship with anybody. I just need good men to show up for him, as father figures. They don't have to be his actual father. You don't have to date me. But I want good men around him because he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Culture raises our kids. If you're a single mother, you completely understand that culture raises your kids. And this is why it is unfair to blame mothers for fucking up their children when culture is a beast. You can't escape young men thinking that women are sexual objects if it's in every fucking song. This is why I say, I don't have tolerance for men who abuse women, but what other choice do they have if that's what they were raised on? Women wanting to have conversations with men and men completely being indoctrinated with put your face in the pillow and your ass up lets men know from a very early age that is what women are worth. Their bodies, their ass. And the crazy thing is that women have accepted that. And like I said, they will rather walk into a room backwards and get praise for a ass, whether it's real or fake, as opposed to somebody liking you for who you are. This is why men don't like vagina no more. They love niggas. They love ass. They're confused sexually and shit because y'all letting them treat y'all like they fucking niggas. I'm sorry. I had to get vulgar. Niggas are supposed to look you in the eyes when they fucking you. Okay, I'm about to get real. They supposed to like vagina. They supposed to like a pretty face. They supposed to like your femininity and your softness and lay with you and say, damn, you are a woman. Not bend over like you are a fucking nigga. But that's why all these niggas are gay. Hence, the boondocks and you know what I'm saying. And then you wonder why we have a fucking problem with punks in our community. I'm sorry. I don't know what to talk about this, but we have to. And also what contributes to the punks is being molested as children. Why y'all think I keep trying to talk about this shit? Y'all are a demonic, sexually driven community that is producing more nonsense every year. It's getting worse. Why are y'all listening to this music and acting like it's normal? It's not normal. It's culture. And then I say it's not culture. It's not. It is fucking culture. Stop the gaslighting. I'm not gonna yell. No, I'm not. Not the lie. I'm just saying though, like, where's the lie? Why are y'all dancing off of, what is going on? Nobody cares about what the songs are saying. It's actually kind of crazy. Hence, Thugnificent making booty butt cheeks. He literally said ass 3 different ways. And y'all are like, that shit, and even in the show, it's like, that shit kind of go hard. But you notice, everybody knows about the Boondocks, but it's not really elevated. Do you know what I'm saying? Boondocks should be as elevated and as talked about as The Simpsons, and it's not. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? It's like black people will see it and be like, yeah, that's crazy. And let's keep going. Uncle Ruckus was about to have a nervous fucking breakdown finding out he was black. And we see in real time right now, FBAs online saying that they are indigenous and rather claim native lineage instead of black.
FBA movement is such a disappointment. As a black American, I thought it was going to be something that we could use to reclaim our identity and, have something to identify with, for real, instead of African American. We're foundational black Americans because we built this country. We're the foundation to the United States. I've known about FBA since the beginning. I followed Tariq Nasheed from the age I was 12 all the way up to earlier this year, so almost 10 years. There were definitely signs that it was going to go in a very bad direction. First sign should have been this flag. Now, I don't really have a problem with the American flag like that, but if we're trying to have our own ethnogenesis, we should have a flag that's different than the United States, because it's really just the American flag. I didn't know until later that we do have our own flag, which is this flag, the Black American Heritage flag that's been around since 1967. I think it's crazy that so many FBAs are claiming the American flag, the colonizer's flag, over this flag. The second one, this is my main problem with it, is it became a pretending movement. In the beginning, it wasn't really that direct, because when he would say what we are ethnically, he would say, yeah, we are African genetically, some of us came from Africa. It would go from, we're African genetically, but we just live in America, and we're black Americans now. And then it became, some of us came from Africa, and then it was just, we were already here. And now what you have is people who identify as FBA saying, oh, we're Aboriginals, and we was already here, and FBA is just another label that they add to the mix. And the last thing that happened more recently is when it became MAGA. There's a lot of FBAs, they're like these patriotic people. It's not really about us having our own ethnic identity, but trying to be some kind of conservative, black American, Aboriginal thing, whatever it is. A lot of them are basically black conservatives, but with a slight little twist. And the fourth thing I've got to mention when making this video just became anti-African and anti, Pan-Africanism. I'm not a big Pan-Africanist, but if we're going to have any allies outside of Black America, it's going to be other black people in other places.
I mean, I told y'all I went into the American Deli yesterday. I do this, I don't know if people think I just talk about this because I'm just trying to make it. Literally every day I leave the house, I experience some sort of discrimination towards me from other black people. There's a store that I shop in very often as work, like delivery, and the woman in there is such an Uncle Ruckus. She only speaks to white people. She's the greeter. She's a door greeter. She's the door greeter. She only shows teeth at white people. She calls little kids beautiful who are white. When black people walk past her, they can't get a peep out of her fucking mouth. Unless they are black American like her. And you want me to say that she's hood. She is not. Like, she doesn't give off hood. She gives off sweet old lady until you realize that she don't like nobody unless they have white skin. A lot of you niggas are Uncle Ruckuses. A lot of you niggas was raised by Uncle Ruckuses. And to try to act like everyone who's calling out the behavior in the community, even shows like the Boondocks is calling it out, and y'all are like, nah, y'all are just, y'all, it's like, we're called coons, and look at your behavior. I know that this was obvious, but I just had to put this out into the atmosphere because, like, these things are just swept over. Like, we just act like this is not happening. Like niggas are not rapping about just any fucking thing. Like, your kids are not listening to anything. Why the hell do women got to keep listening to music about bending their ass over, walking into rooms backwards, suck my dick, fuck that bitch? Like, what does that do for a black woman's self-esteem? If and I don't give a fuck, argue with me, probably 90% of rap music today is derogatory and disrespectful towards women, and just disrespectful, period. And y'all are still doing TikToks off of them. You're doing TikToks. Is there a Boondocks episode that speaks to that? I haven't watched the show in a minute, but I'm sure if it's still on and it's still true, this is what they're going to show you, doing dances mindlessly off of lyrics that are ridiculous. The songs that white people get to indulge in when they're letting their hair down, that you literally make your lifestyle. You literally listen to this music and mimic it in your real life. And you wonder why people like me create content. I dare one of you to call me an Uncle Ruckus or Uncle Tom or anything again. You guys fit the bill, not fucking me.